Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about system 1 and system 2 today, which is the function of our brain. System 1 basically is our method of thinking, where it is based on our intuition. It's a relaxed system. It's a system which is very judgmental. It immediately jumps on the first available cue and goes for it. Whereas system 2 is more methodical, it's more detailed. However, our brain uses mostly system 1 for making normal decisions, and it takes a lot of practice and habits to switch on to system 2. Let me give you some examples from normal life. There are people who, when see that they have a doubt about something, so they would like to double check it. So when we want to double check it, it's just a system 2 which is there coming into action. But we have seen in the realm of hard work, or in the realm of safety also, in the realm of being very strict in your routine, that we tend to go with the flow of system 1. We don't want to put a lot of cognitive or mental load onto our brain and double check things. And that's why people who are not in the habit of double checking, they generally have more failures than those people who have a habit to do things in a difficult, demanding, but yet the right way. Let me now go a bit deeper about this and how in our daily life it affects us. You know, there are a lot of domestic accidents that happen in our society. There are children who slip from stairs, who get injured into kitchens, or who get burnt because of liquids. They just pour liquid tea or hot water on them. There are a lot of incidents where people will just casually use heaters. The common phrase which is used in our country, that is called kuch nahi hota or dekha jayega. Now these two phrases within itself contain a lot of mood about a society, that how they approach things. That's the thing, that they don't really want to go into details of those things at that time. You will find that there are switches and plugs which are broken in the homes. But still they are not being repaired. There are bathroom slippers which are slippery, very slippery, but nobody is trying to change them. There are leakages, minor leakages of gas. Nobody is bothering. There are cracks. There are defects in the very critical areas in house, but nobody is checking it. There was a study done that, does it have a financial or economic reason? No, it is not. There are a lot of institutions, for example, where the maintenance is done by a third party free of cost, but nobody picked up the phone and called them over. There is a lot of laziness or system 1 in place in our mood, or the social mood, or what we have learned from our childhood. So that brings us to the most important aspect of bringing up our system 2, is that we need to get into a habit of gradually building discipline into our life, because discipline means doing something over and over again, which means that we need to have a mental muscle which will make us gradually build it so strong that whenever we have to do something properly, we will do it properly, no matter how much time it takes. There are a lot of people who think that they have to start a diet plan, and on that very moment, once they make that decision, their system 2 is in action. But when they get it, and now in 1 day or 2 days they will definitely do a diet plan, but then slowly and gradually system 1 takes in place. When they are tired, when they have low sugar levels, or when their mood is not good, at that very moment system 1 really becomes very powerful, and it makes people lazy. The last thing which I want to say, what to do about it. Just like our body muscle, our brain muscles need to be built up. We call it mindfulness, through mindfulness training. Some people call it through yoga. Some people call it meditation. All these things mean what? That we need to gradually develop our system 2 and make it more and more involved in our decision making. You are going into the details, because if you don't go into the details, even it is just drafting a letter, more time going into more details going to double check it again and again, which of course takes a lot of mental resource, the quality will definitely come up. So for today, I just want to say that system 1 is a part of our everyday life. There is a need that we develop our system 2, especially when it comes to our emotional responses to people, when it comes to our emotional responses to relationships also, that we just burst out or our words quickly come out as we have learned them when we see something at house, home, something on the road, the way we talk. But let's sit back and double check our own thoughts before we change them into words. Thank you, attention, ladies and gentlemen.